One shall stand, one shall fall. Hey guys, it's Chris, and in today's video, I'm talking about my top 3 favorite Transformers movies. Before the fallen rise again, today's video is sponsored by Raise Energy by Rep Sports. Use my coupon code, you'll get 15% off on all items on the website. Demand more. Be more. Let's get into it. Number 3, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. We get probably my favorite battle out of the whole franchise is Megatron, Grindor, StarScream versus Optimus Prime. The big forest battle. It starts off in the warehouse and Megatron's getting beat. He's like, Decepticons, and then StarScream comes, Grindor comes. They're all punching, kicking, all while Sam is running and hiding. Optimus grabs Grindor's face, one hook, another hook, splits it right in half, grabs him, piece of tin, throws him right to the ground. Optimus is around, looking around for Sam. Sam, gets stabbed right in the back by Megatron. Slowly drops to the ground, all while Sam is watching this whole thing. Now, watching Optimus die, that was like the first time it was like a shocker. Like, dude, they just killed Optimus Prime. I guess he couldn't handle 3-on-1. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen was the first movie that introduced the Matrix of Leadership in live action. The Matrix of Leadership was in the original movie and the animated series, but Revenge of the Fallen was actually the first time we saw it in live action. Number 2, Transformers 2007. Before time, there was the Cube. You know, Transformers 2007 introduces the Allspark. The boy's pheromone levels suggest he wants to mate with the female. The story follows the Autobots and Decepticons arriving on Earth. Optimus Prime fighting Devastator on the highway. Devastator smashes into the bus. They're all fighting underneath the highway, and then Optimus uses his Sword of Judgment and stabs him right through the face. I thought that was pretty cool. Cool, Mom! I think I mentioned in Revenge of the Fallen, Optimus Prime personal blade is called the Blade of Judgment. One shall stand, one shall fall. Which I actually learned that they used that same quote in the 2007 movie and the 1986 animated movie. I can't express enough, the CGI in this movie looks great. I don't know what Micheal Bay does, but his CGI is just timeless. It looks great. He probably gives his VFX artist the actual time to make the CGI look good. Because this movie's from 2007, and some of the CGI looks better than what we've gotten in the last couple years. Transformers 2007 is my favorite Micheal Bay movie, but it definitely has his standard MO. A lot of explosion, cringeworthy moments, and my only complaint is that the action is a little hard to see. That's my only complaint with the Micheal Bay movies, is that it's a little bit hard to see the action. It's my only complaint. Transformers 2007 sets up the Bayverse, so this movie basically sets up all the movies that comes after it. Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, The Last Night. So if it wasn't for this movie, we wouldn't have all those other ones. So this one sets up the Bayverse. That's what they call it. And this movie is basically Call of Duty with Transformers. A lot of it's focused on like the military, you know, the big opening, Blackout attacking the Qatar base, you know, the military. So it reminded me a lot of Call of Duty, but with Transformers. Which is good because each one of them gets all their screen time. You know, you don't really get to see Optimus until halfway, a little bit towards the end, when the Autobots actually arrive on Earth. But I think it's paced out pretty well. And at number 1, my favorite Transformers movie is The Transformers, the movie. The Transformers, the movie, was released back in 1986. And I rewatched it again recently with my girlfriend, and it holds up. It's a pretty good Transformers movie. I remember watching it way back in the day with one of my buddies. I think I watched it with my buddy Stuart way back in the day. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a rewatch. I'm going to do this list. Let's rewatch it. And it's a pretty good Transformers movie. Unicron literally destroying Lithal in the beginning. Like, he's literally sending the planet into his mouth. It sounds like Scooby-Doo eating a Scooby snack. Unicron destroying Luna 1 and Luna 2, which are the Cybertron's moons, which It's pretty nice. I mean, Unicron, he literally eats planets, so at least he got to eat one planet and a couple moons. A lot of the time with movies, I don't really mention the music in movies, but this music in this one is actually pretty good. My favorite one is probably, "You Got the Touch! You Got the Power, Baby!" Great 80s song. Great 80s song. And I did like how Unicron at the end transforms into this giant robot, like Voltron. He's basically this giant robot, smashes right onto Cybertron. I thought that was pretty cool. The Battle of Autobot City, you know, it was pretty good. It's paced pretty good, action's pretty good. Even like Optimus versus Megatron, where they're both brutally wounded, like beaten pretty good. StarScream betrays Megatron. Megatron is reformatted by Unicron and is turned into Galvatron. That's why in Season 3 and Season 4 of the G1 series, Megatron is Galvatron. Because in the movie, Unicron turns Megatron into Galvatron. Because after the fight between Optimus and Megatron, Megatron's, you know, wounded pretty good. So Unicron's like, you know what? I'm going to turn you into Galvatron. You're going to listen to what I say. The Transformers, the movie takes place between Season 2 and Season 3 of the G1 series. One shall stand, one shall fall. Rewatching this, I completely forgot that Optimus actually dies halfway through this movie. Because after the fight of Megatron, he's so wounded, he just dies right there on the table. Optimus Prime dies halfway through the movie. But we know that in Season 3, he does get resurrected. So it's not like he's dead permanent. But it was a shocker after rewatching this. I was like, wait a minute. Optimus Prime dies literally halfway through the original Transformers movie? Yup. And another thing I liked, this movie had a ton of cons. Decepticons, Autobots, Junkacons, Constructicons, Sharkticons. I already said Junkacons. And one thing I do like, I like how all the Constructicons all together make Devastator. Yeah, Devastator. Yeah. Thought that was pretty cool. Didn't know that until I watched the original movie, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Hot Rod kicks Galvatron from inside Unicron out into space. Hot Rod uses the Matrix of Leadership inside Unicron, destroying his body. Unicron head explodes off and drifts into space. That's literally how the movie ends. Hot Rod defeats Unicron. Fun fact, Unicron head will eventually become a Cybertron moon. You know, his head becomes a moon for Cybertron. What's your favorite Transformers movies? Let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe button. Peace.